I've been in your waters. I'm looking for sure. I've never been so close before. It's one way or the other.
Hey guys, what's up? It's been a while, I know, but Swag here again with a different kind of video today. Today I want to talk about my first year on YouTube. The successes, the fails, the good times and the bad, and walk you through how a typical video of mine gets made, plus all the background stuff. So grab yourself a coffee and let's get going. Right, so how about some backstory or story time? I've been on YouTube pretty much since the start of it. Back in the day, YouTube was my source of music, funny videos, and mostly guitar-related videos. As not a whole lot of you know, I actually play guitar quite a bit. I've watched thousands of videos from all kinds of different people. I learn a lot from them and have watched videos on all kinds of different topics. From how-tos to motivational videos to stuff like psychology and so much more. The first site I opened when I want entertainment has always been YouTube. And I've also had multiple channels before. Don't look those up, they're cringe. Mostly around covering songs, but I also once had a vlog channel where I would talk about my day and so on. Like I said, cringe. Now I started the YouTube channel Swagbraham Gaming because I felt limited in the things I could do with my previous channel Host Media that was all around editing, tips and tricks and mostly DaVinci related stuff.
So, you want to make subtitles?
At the time I was already head deep into Warframe and pretty much completed the game in terms of clearing the star chart, all quests, etc. So I thought, why not make a channel that enables me to use my knowledge of the game and help other players through either guides, funny moments and so on. So in the beginning I spent some time coming up with graphics and the logo design that would fit. Build up the channel with everything it needs like a banner, profile picture, channel tags, about me section, business email and so much more. All information and skills I picked up from watching YouTube videos. With all that done, I started brainstorming on the kind of content I wanted to make. Do I want to become a guide god, a silly build versus X level guy, or simply someone who enjoyed the game and made content about whatever he feels like? Now the third option sounded like something I could do sustainably, which it is. So I found a video topic no one talked about anymore because I wanted to test the waters. The dual Ichor, once definitely my favorite melee weapon in the game, but seemingly forgotten about. There, I had my channel set up and I had an idea. I already had a lot of experience making guided content through my other channel and a software I was very familiar with. So you think easy peasy, just make the video and let's go, instantly famous, right? Right? Not really. The first week I spent most of my time figuring out if I want to do an open mic kind of narrative or script everything out. I sectioned everything off into different weeks so it would flow a little bit better. Since my small brain can't handle more than just press E to win, I opted for the latter and started writing away. But writing a solid script is a skill you need to practice. In the end, I went through about 40 versions of the same thing, so that took me about a month to complete. The rest was simple, or was it? Because now we have a script, but I still have to do the voiceover. I need an intro for the video, and I need music, sound effects, visuals, transitions, etc. You think slapping together a video is easy, but knowing when to cut away and when to have elaborate visuals, etc. is a skill in itself that I still needed to practice. Though Warframe videos inherently are low effort videos, in my opinion, because I could just record some gameplay clips, slap default transitions on there, bump up some random music, and boom. Video done. That's not really how I want my videos to be though, or ever wanted to be. So I spent a good amount of time getting together a nice intro, looking for the best music and sounds and building the transitions from scratch. Everything was going pretty swell. But then my GPU died.
I hope you rest in pepperoni.
Building transitions that were pretty hard on the GPU/CPU pretty much killed it and left me without a computer basically. Thankfully, my dad still had a GPU laying around, which he gifted me, so thanks again for that. Now with an even better GPU and all the transitions done, I could finally start making my video. Or so I thought, because switching GPUs corrupted my DaVinci Resolve save files and I couldn't open the software anymore. I tried everything, every fix, scoured forums for days and days, but it just wouldn't open. The only thing that fixed it was a complete removal of all DaVinci Resolve files. If you don't know, DaVinci Resolve is an editing software, yada yada yada. Meaning I had to start over. And with starting over, I mean everything was gone. My sounds, transitions, pre-made clips, etc. I re-downloaded the software and built everything up again. Though months of work couldn't be done in a few days, so I opted for some pre-made effects. Because I wanted this video to get out. Then it was time to do the voiceover. And if you know me, even just a little bit, I hate doing voiceovers. Even now, right at this moment, I don't like this. They take a lot of time to make, and my monotone voice is hard to edit into something exciting, or even practicing not being monotone takes a lot of effort. Thankfully, I had won a giveaway a bit earlier that year, which basically made that a breeze. So I didn't have to spend a whole lot of time on the first one. Spoiler alert, those settings of that particular plugin changed a lot during this year, and it's not fail-free, so yeah. With that all done, it was just a matter of record the clips, bump it all together and figure out a thumbnail style that I like, which I then also used for future videos. The thumbnail style even evolved, and some were better than others, obviously. And with the latest ones, they're pretty cool. They will change again though. Now it was time for the actual hard stuff, because yes, you need to learn an editing software, you need to have concise information while also be entertaining somehow, and you need to figure out your own style, but all that means nothing if you don't know how to work with YouTube. You see, for those of you who've never uploaded a video to YouTube, there are these things called titles, descriptions, video tags, hashtags, algorithms, and all that stuff. And man, let me tell you, that stuff is hard to figure out on your own. It's confusing, and 9 times out of 10 you do it wrong on the first few videos anyway. I accepted that and did the best I could with the tools I had at the time and just uploaded it. With the first video uploaded, I was very proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie about this. I started a project I was passionate about and finished it. Uploaded it for everyone to see, and then nothing. For the first few hours, there were no views, no comments, no subscribers, nothing. I thought to myself, I spent all this time, went through all the struggles and learning and effort, and watched hundreds of videos on how to set up a channel, how to edit, spent even more time on honing my editing skills, etc., and I get nothing for it? I was destroyed, man. I felt really bad, because I set such high expectations. In my head, the story was, if you go through all of this, it'll mean instant success, thousands of subscribers, and so on. It was an illusion. Sad reality is that most people won't even get to 100 subscribers without months of hard work, dedication, and making sure everything is perfect. Continuously getting better at all the skills you need to become a
surprise, motherfucker,
quote-unquote YouTuber. That also means improving the quality of your own content, making it better. So that's what I did. I said, screw it, I'll have to learn to be humble and respect the fact that there are hundreds of thousands of creators trying to do the same thing as I do. But I won't accept that they can do it better than me. Kept going, but after the second guide I made, which is still at 180 views to this day, I decided to switch it up. Partly because I was really pissed with how Digital Extremes managed to screw over a specific farm so hard that it didn't even make sense to play anymore for a few weeks, and because I felt that guided content was already oversaturated anyway. Almost everyone does guides on Warframe. Some are good, some are bad, but most of them are very similar to each other. With minor exceptions, of course. In rolls the stuff for which now people come to me for a lot. The era of discussion content. There were already creators who did this form of content, again some good, some bad, and some outright unnecessary, but I wanted to shoot my own shot. I made the video, pretty much wrote a script in one go, got angry doing the voiceover, even though most people still said I was calm and collected, which, spoiler alert, I really wasn't. I was actually mad. It didn't matter to me. I wanted to voice my opinion and I wanted to be heard. Not knowingly, some bald-headed crazy dude, you know, that weird one, watched it and decided to give me a shout out. That bald-headed crazy dude, of course, is none other than Sevlon Jizo, aka Ashisogi Tenno. Thanks again, my dude. This shout out catapulted me and my dumb videos in front of a lot of people, and the video received a lot of positive feedback. So much so that I decided that discussion content will be my main focus, even though I will do the odd guide here and there on topics I feel need explanation or stuff I had to ask for myself. And like clockwork, all of my videos afterwards did fairly good, with some of them being really amazing and some of them being really disappointing. Nevertheless, I landed at a video topic which I was excited about, but also scared the shit out of me, because I knew it would bring a lot of hate to the table. Why Warframe sucks was my first shot at trying to be the villain that only wants the best for their target. Now, I knew that the feedback that would come from this would be very negative, both because the title was fairly clickbaity, but also because the content spoke about things that annoyed me about the game and what could be done better. I've never really had a hard time cancelling out dumb comments or even mean ones, but because this topic was very important to me, I took most of the bad stuff personally, and it affected me in a weird way. It left me in a state of not wanting to make content anymore, which up until that point I spent every waking minute thinking about, writing down new topics, researching how to make a better thumbnail, etc. Just improving everything I could improve. And then it just kind of stopped being fun. I realized that forcing negativity upon myself, trying too hard to be the villain, it made me angry. It left me bitter, and the game I once adored was now a broken piece of shit in my eyes. A month later, I returned with a passion project named Negative. I know, very suiting name. A Warframe fashion frame montage, which got me back into the daily grind, and during my month off, I learned to separate myself from my content a little better, so in case I would get shit for the stuff I say, I at least wouldn't care about it more than I should. At this point, I already had 1,000 subscribers, which was more than I could ever dream of having. The channel grew so fast that I couldn't even keep up, and I just started making videos on a weekly, sometimes even 2 a week. And that 1,000 subscriber mark and just a few videos after that, it was a blast. Like, I was just pumping out everything. It was so cool. Those 2 or 3 months of just taking content more serious after that and making videos were truly a bliss, but it started to take a toll on my sleep schedule. Why? Well, being a quote-unquote YouTuber, you need a ton of skills. You need to be an editor, sound designer, writing wizard, graphics designer, networker, social media guru, and so much more. There's so much to this shit, man. You see, editing videos, gathering images and clips, and mashing that all together is my fun time. It's the time I usually spend gaming, and it just flies by so fast. I've had nights where I'd look at the clock and suddenly it's 4 AM, and I gotta be at work by around 7, and my performance just crashed, man. Realizing this made me sad, because now I finally had what I wanted. A channel with lots of people watching, a cool job with lots of opportunities, and a skill that is wanted pretty much all over the world, and it was fun to do. But again, I just pushed myself too far. So I started identifying patterns, writing a schedule for myself so I don't overdo it, and yet again, we were gaming. Then the impossible happened. Twice to be exact. I received my payout from displaying ads on my videos, which was my proof of you can make money with gaming, to the people who said you can't. And I got contacted to make a sponsored video. Man, I was so excited, I nearly jumped through my ceiling. I kid you not, man. But something clicked then and there. Something that also happened when I received my first subscriber on Twitch. I don't care about the money. Sure, I run ads on my videos, however not to benefit myself off your watch time, more so to build a budget with which I can obtain stuff that improve the quality of the content I make. Like a tripod with a GoPro on it for the streams I used to do. Or right now I'm using the money I get from YouTube to pay for subscription softwares that make my videos infinitely better. But making a video about a game for which I then receive money as actual payment is not something I really ever want to do again. Of course, I'm open to do small advertisements during the video or provide affiliate links and stuff like that, but only if I really want to represent said product or I'm 100% convinced it benefits you, the viewer. Now we landed at present time. Just 2 weeks ago I took down a video with over 300 views on the first day because the quality of the video was ass and YouTube couldn't fix it fast enough. My principles through this have never been more clear. Quality instead of quantity. Honesty over anything else. Make stuff that adds something to someone's day. Those are my 3 or 4 things. If I can even make one of you guys laugh or provide you with some useful information, then my job is done and I've achieved my goal as a content creator. Though don't get me wrong, I still don't like being called a content creator. It still has a foul ring to it and I can't identify with it. It's a term that in my eyes carries some really dumb shit with it, like all the drama shit on YouTube, and I just, fuck it. No, I'm not. I'm that dumb idiot who makes videos. That's who I am. I've learned a lot along the way though, predominantly about myself, but also about other people. I've met incredible people, of whom some I am proud to be able to call them friends. This channel has changed my life in a multitude of ways, but in the end, I'm still just that dipshit who makes shitty videos on topics I want to make videos on. And I wouldn't want this to become anything else. Now, would I recommend starting a channel? Yes. Especially if you're passionate about something and you're willing to invest time into learning new skills. Running a channel has been one of the most fun, but also one of the most challenging things I've done in recent times. Though there are ups and downs, I don't regret a single minute I've spent and truly hope we can keep this amazing run going with new stuff. Valorant. My tip if you want to start making videos, do it because you want to do it, have fun with it, and don't take everything super serious. Make sure you separate yourself from the negative comments, also negative other people. Go outside a few times to take your head off of your current project or to come up with new stuff. But most important of all, make sure your mentals are in check. Never overexert yourself just because you think you need to get this one video finished or your views will drop. Screw the views, screw the metrics. Do it for yourself and to help others. That will drive your metrics up automatically. Don't worry about all the other shit. With that, I'll leave you now. Thank every single one of you for your incredible support along the way, and I hope we see each other again on the next video. As a quick but short announcement, I have stopped streaming on Twitch, and I will not continue streaming anywhere else. I noticed that I don't really like streaming. It's not for me. So as of right now, there are no streams. So Twitch channel's dead. Don't resubscribe if you want to support me. There are a multitude of links like Patreon, PayPal, whatever. But I urge you not to. I get enough from the YouTube ads, so don't worry about that. Also, there will be a switch in content, which you might have guessed from the new intro. I'm not permanently, but close to permanently and very much so indefinitely leaving Warframe content alone, because the game itself is evolving in a way that I don't see myself playing anymore, and I haven't played for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks actually now. The only time I actually uninstalled the game live on stream. The only time I actually played was because I needed some captura shots for this video. That's really all I did. And yeah, so no more Warframe. We're going to start concentrating more on Valorant, which is an amazing competitive shooter. Has some amazing pro play in it. It's very fun to do. It's like a mix of CSGO and Overwatch if you really want to get like into the super non-delicate way of saying what it is, if that makes sense. So yeah, if you're here for Warframe content only, feel free to unsubscribe. I totally understand. There will still be some Warframe videos, but I will mostly concentrate on Valorant from now on. So just so you know, it's gonna be Valorant from now on mostly. There's like 2 or 3 more videos that I want to do on Warframe that are more into the discussion type of content. So no more gameplay, no more guides. The Eidolon guide, I'm not gonna do that. It's just too boring to do anyway. There are like 70 Eidolon guides out there. Why would I do another one? If you did like the video, do subscribe, especially if you're into Valorant or more discussion related content that will stay here. So if you like that, do consider subscribing, liking the video. If you really want to help out, share the video with your friends. And As always, stay safe out there. Later.